We're finally leaving Seattle after spending a month and 2 weeks here. We were only going to spend a month, but we got caught up in hanging out with Thomas and Amanda and having fun and exploring, so it's okay we stayed a little longer than we expected. But we're all packed up and ready to go now.
Yeah, except while we were getting ready, I checked the tire pressure on the truck and trailer. It's something I do before we go on any long hauls with it. And the back tires in the truck are supposed to be 80 PSI. And the driver's side rear tire was 30 PSI. So I'm like, okay, something's very wrong. And first thing I do is I pumped it back up, and then I started checking around, and sure enough, big old nail stabbed right through the middle of the tire. So I'm not towing with that in there.
Not at all.
So we got to take the truck into a tire shop to have that either repaired or replaced. And what's a big bummer about that is it's already 1:30, actually probably 1:45 by now.
Yeah.
And where we're going is at least 4 hours away from here. So we planned on getting out of here around right now, which would have been fine. We'd get to our destination around 5:30, maybe 6. Plenty of time to set up before night, just plenty of time to get ready. But now, I don't even know if we're gonna be able to leave today and get to our next destination before nightfall. But we gotta go get this fixed, and it's just something we have to do.
We gotta do it because if we don't, then there's a good chance that that tire could pop on our way. Like even just hooking it up to the trailer, it could pop just that easy.
Yeah, way too big of a hazard to let that go unattended. So, and I don't wanna take my spare tire and replace the flat tire with a spare tire and then not have a spare in case something else happens while we're out. We figure while we're in Seattle, even though it's the day we wanted to leave and literally the hour we wanted to leave, still got to get this taken care of.
Yep. So let's go.
We're at the tire shop, and bad news is that the wait is an hour and a half estimated. So best case scenario, we get out of here around 3:30, probably later though. But we brought our truck to Le Schwab Tire because they offer free tire repair if the tire is repairable. And I found out that they'll rotate my tires for free also, which is nice. Mm-hmm. So best case scenario, we get out of here at 3:30 and nothing.
Yeah.
But there's a good chance the tire's not repairable and we'll have to buy a new tire.
Yeah, this also makes us realize that flexibility is definitely a must. It also makes us think that we should probably check certain things the night before.
Yeah.
Yeah, like tire pressure.
Yeah, I'm really glad I checked the tires, before we ever tow the trailer anywhere. So that, just for cases like this, I can catch it and something really, save something really bad from happening, like a blowout on the highway. But we definitely should probably start checking things the day before. Because if we would have checked this the day before, then we wouldn't have kind of ho-hummed around, took our time getting ready today, because we woke up with plenty of time. We woke up at like 8 o'clock. But we took our time because we knew we didn't want to leave till like noon or 1. So if we would have known ahead of time, we would have had a lot more time today to get to our next destination. And like Jenny said, yeah, you gotta stay flexible when full-time RVing, because things are gonna happen that are gonna ruin your plans. They're gonna set you back or make some things just completely undoable. And if you don't have that flexible mindset, then you're just gonna get mad and angry over and over. You just gotta go with the flow. We're back at my brother's house, and the good news is that they were able to repair the tire for free, since that's their policy, free tire repair, and they also rotated our tires for free. So, in the end, today didn't end up costing us anything other than a full day.
Yeah, they weren't able to finish with the truck until just after 4, and we'd been watching Seattle traffic, which is horrendous, by the way. Instead of a 4-hour trip, it was estimating a 6-hour trip, so we decided to just provision today instead, which took us 2.5 hours, so good thing that we did it today instead of on our way, and leave instead tomorrow morning.
Yeah, if we left right now, we wouldn't end up getting to our campsite by probably 11
10 or 11.
Yeah, so there's just no way that we can leave today. We're both tired because we stayed up way too late last night watching the Avengers movies.
Woo,
which was fun, but yeah, we're so tired. So we're just gonna stay here for another night and leave early tomorrow morning. It is the next morning. We're all set to go. The RV's all ready. There are no nails in tires, hopefully. So,
we've checked.
Yeah.
So.
So we're all set to go, and we're taking this show back on the road.
But first, I lost a bet to David, and the stipulations of the bet were that I had to say on camera that he is the most handsome, bestest husband in the whole wide world. It's not a lie either, so it's okay.
You ready to go?
Yeah.
We're back on the road again after staying with my brother for 6 weeks, which was a great time. It was great visiting him, and it was really nice of him to have us stay on his property for that long, which, since we were there for 6 weeks, which is kind of a long time, it feels kind of weird being back on the road. And, you know, we kind of got used to having unlimited electricity, unlimited water, and, you know, just being in one spot the whole time. And now that we're like getting back into it, it for me almost feels kind of daunting. It's like now we have to rely on our solar again. We don't have unlimited water. We're back to moving every week or 2 weeks, and it just feels like we're kind of hitting the road all over again. You know, it kind of feels similar to when we first hit the road. So it's exciting and a little anxious, a little anxiety inducing, but in a good way.
Yeah, I definitely agree about feeling like we're hitting the road again for the first time. Just because we spent so long visiting your brother that it really does feel like we're back at a normal lifestyle.
Yeah, we're like kind of...
For a while.
Yeah, I wonder if it's going to take us a little while to get back to like our version of normal, like get back in the groove, or if we're just going to like hit the ground running and it, you know, feel normal really quick, which I kind of feel it will, because I'm like kind of excited to get back out in the middle of nowhere and boondock.
I agree. I'm also really excited.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we are going to be boondocking in the Olympic National Forest, just outside of the national park. And there's only 2 camping spots where I want to camp at, so I'm hoping that the only one that's big enough for an RV is actually open.
Yeah.
We will see when we get there. If not, there's a campground nearby that has like 15 sites at it or something, and it's only $30 for 7 days.
Yeah.
With the Discover Pass.
Discover Pass. Yeah, which is like a Washington State Park kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, something else I'm excited about is the last week we've been in Seattle, the haze has been just incredibly bad because there's forest fires right now like surrounding Seattle. So no matter where the wind blows, Seattle is just covered in haze. So hopefully we're going to be kind of in like the far northwest corner of the Olympic Peninsula. So hopefully it's a lot clearer out there, because while we were getting the RV ready yesterday and the day before, just being outside for a few hours at a time, breathing that just polluted air, was giving Jenny and I both sore throats, and my brother got a headache, and our like eyes were getting bugged out from it. And I actually read online that the air quality was so bad in Seattle for the past couple days that if you were outside for a full day breathing that air, it would be like smoking over 7 cigarettes.
Yeah.
Which is just crazy. So hopefully out in the where we're going in the Olympic Peninsula, it's nice and clear, because the wind hopefully is blowing inland from the ocean.
Yeah, based on what I've seen, like a satellite view of the fires in California and Washington, the smoke seems to be blowing east, and since we're going to be almost as far west as we can possibly get, I'm really hoping that it's not too hazy or smoky there. Getting a break from that would be awesome right now.
Yeah.
Had to deal with it for a long time now.
Yeah, we're really excited, and hopefully the pets didn't get too used to staying in one place at a time. Butters seems like she's okay with the move, so, and Sweetie's actually passed out in the back too, so hopefully they're ready to get back on the road. I know we are ready to get back to exploring the country and adventuring, so it's exciting.
Yeah. We finally made it to a campsite here in the Olympic National Forest. We took quite a long time to get here, actually, nearly 6 hours. I think it was 5.5 hours total, but we did stop a couple times to eat and fuel up. But we were going to take a ferry here, which would have cut our commute time, we think, by about an hour and a half or so, but at least 80 miles. But we were quoted online at $113.
Yeah.
And it would have cost us only a third of that in fuel.
Yep, so we're like, yep, okay, we're driving around the Puget Sound then instead of cutting across it.
Yep, okay, that's fine. I think it would have been really cool though.
Yeah, it would have been cool, but $113.
Yeah, that's a little much.
Yeah, no thanks.
So we're in this campsite, which actually is not the campsite I originally had picked out, which is actually fine because the one I picked out is just right over there. There's just someone in it already. This campsite is pretty unlevel. We couldn't actually pull all the way into it. It's we're kind of like just off of the little road, the little turnaround that these two campsites are off of. The other site that we had our eyes on is nice and big. It's a lot more level, and it's kind of under the trees, so it's like kind of looks good, but we could still orient the RV in a way that our solar panels would still catch sun. So as soon as they leave, we're taking it. Quick update, it's about 11 a.m. the next morning, and the people that had the campsite that we wanted the whole time left. So we hurry up and hooked up the RV, got it. So we got the site that we originally wanted. Yes! We're only planning on camping here for 13 days. We were going to camp for 14 days, but since it took us a day longer to leave, we're only camping for 13 days because we kind of already have a rough idea of what we're gonna do in the area, and we have a plan to leave here at a certain time, So 13 days it is, even though the camping limit's 14.
Yeah, but this is a nice site. It's right by this really pretty lake behind us, and it's a free site, so it can't really complain too much, even though it's right off of the highway, so there's going to be a lot of road noise. And Jenny will give you all the details on that in her site review. She's going to review both this site we're in and the site we hope to get in later. So, since they're kind of right off of the same turnoff.
Yeah, but even though we're here and it's absolutely beautiful, we're actually a little disappointed because we're at the very northwest tip of the peninsula, and it is still quite smoky here. Like, there's not even a difference between when we left Seattle and here. It's still very smoky, and we honestly thought that the wind blowing east from, the ocean would blow a lot of the smoke inland, but it just doesn't seem to really be the case. So we're a little disappointed with that. Yeah,
we were hoping for clear skies, and we were hoping to be able to see, pretty far on the pretty far in the distance, because there's just the drive in here looked so beautiful, except we could barely, like, the distance you could see was not very far. It's so smoky here right now. It's unreal.
Yeah, but we're pretty tired. It was a much longer drive than we anticipated. So we're gonna go ahead and call it a night. Yep. Go inside, get some work done.
And food.
Food, yep. I gotta cook something.
It's
I don't know
time.
what yet. So if you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up.
And if you want more videos from us, be sure to subscribe. And if you want more details about what we did today, be sure to check out the link to the blog post in the description below. We'll catch you guys later.
Bye.